First of all, I want to say thank you so much to those of you who commented and liked my band's new music video. And I want to remind you guys to check it out for a free cast. Click the description in the link and the comment pinned down below. So on with the video. Thanks, guys. Welcome to another Supreme Commander 2 cast with your host, Mr.StealUrGurl. And I want to say thank you guys for commenting and liking my band's newest music video. It means the world to me. And also, a big thank you for joining the Supreme Commander 2 Discord. Guys, we need to keep this game alive, and the only way to do that is to build a community, and Discord is the way to do it. The invite will be in the description as well as pinned to the comment section. So you could check out my band's newest music video there, as well as join the Supreme Commander 2 Discord. Seriously, guys, get involved. And I also want to apologize for not having a second video like I said I would in the Discord video. The reason why I didn't build it was because it just wasn't up to par for the community, and I'm not releasing crap for the community. The community deserves better. So the totally legit gameplay will come out next week. So let's introduce the players. We got the one, the only Polar Bear spawning in as the Orange Cyber Commander, dropping down hardcore eco, and then getting a single air factory after getting build cost, build time down. Of course, that is a ridiculous build order. And then we got rainbows and unicorns. Speaking of another mythical creature, she's spawning in as the blue Cyber Commander, dropping down eco first with the engineers and the commander, and then getting an air factory and a land factory with the engineer, and getting a radar up front. A good placement for that radar. Now, as you can see, she didn't go build cost, build time. She is saving research. And both players are scouting. No, Polar Bears is waiting. Probably waiting for other air units to pop out to kill the scout. Now, both players have scouted. They see all the things. This scout is dead, and no mass for you, Polar Bears. And this scout is dead. This mass is recoverable, however. Is it worth it having an engineer go all that way? I don't think so. So let's speed this bad boy up. Polar Bears is ecoing hard, but of course you could do that with build cost, build time. Build cost, build time allows you to eco hard. It puts you behind in troops early on. However, you could definitely make up for that as time goes on. Ooh, down goes that radar station with a little bit of an air fight, supported by some adapters. Those adapters took out some Geminis. Some lazy engineers here. Really would like to see them do something more than just sit there and point. Now, Polar Bears is targeting. What is he targeting? Oh no! Oh my goodness! It didn't kill it in one pass. That is, I would think that would die in one pass. Okay, down goes the energy, and you know what? This is really bad for rainbows and unicorns because now she only has one energy. Usually I don't target energy in the early game. You really should if you think about it, because energy right here in the early game is quite crucial. And if you think about this, since rainbows and unicorns only had 2 energy generators starting out, losing one is huge against trying to support three factories, 2 of them being air factories, which are more expensive. See how long it took for that one to build? I bet you that has something to do with with energy. Now AA trying to do something against this. Now, Rainbows and Unicorns has 0 energy generators. In the early game, guys, energy generators are a great target. That is so smart. Now, how many energy generators does Polar Bears have? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 energy generators and supporting 4 factories. That is the correct amount. But I think he's had 4 energy generators longer so he could build 5 factories and support that. Usually I like to see 1 energy generator per factory. There's a research station. What are you doing, Polar Bears? Leaving that? That's not good. Really shouldn't do that. But I think I know why he pulled out. He pulled out to defend. Okay, there's 2 energy generators there for Rainbows and Unicorns and a third one. Definitely need to get that third one down. Probably would like to build off the Rex. That's probably the best thing to do. However, it's not the end of the world if you don't do that. All right. So 1 research station. Now, hard eco, Polar Bears is really catching up with all of the units. Oh, wow. Rainbows and Unicorns was able to save that. Very well played there. Now, Polar Bears is going to have to take out these units without air support, but his Air Force is coming in as I say that. Really not good at losing units against MMLs, but even the best players make their attention aren't always everywhere. However, an huh, anti-air, I probably wouldn't have done that myself, but then again, this is Polar Bears. This is able to make a no air land right here. And I think I know why Polar Bears did that because there were adapters on the field and he had 0 air support himself. And he's winning. He's 1 air. He's got air superiority right now. And another expansion while Rainbows and Unicorns is stuck off of the main base. Just the base she started with. In a point defense, not a bad placement for it, considering it's meant to kill everything here. However, that doesn't work if Polar Bears goes around. Notice how Polar Bear spreads his units out, how they only 1 gets killed during a bombing run. Now this is a really good thing to do as Cybran. You bring your units around the side. Cybran flanking, this used to be a really big thing during patch 1.2.5. And he's got his units grouped up, so more than 1 will be affected by bombing runs. Polar Bear is putting down a land gantry, going for that megalith. Very, very nice there. Now see, I think Rainbows and Unicorns is behind on pretty much everything because of successful harassments and energy being destroyed. Not having enough energy really, really hurts you, obviously. It keeps you from using your mass. And Polar Bears must be running away with mass really hardcore right now. And Polar Bears gets adapters, probably switching to exclusively adapters. Probably switching that DPS from Loyalists to Megaliths completely. Building a bunch of energy. See that, guys? Definitely need a lot of P-Gens to support a lot of Megaliths. As you can see, Polar Bears is getting a bunch of P-Gen lines. Usually you'll laugh at that against people who do that in the beginning of the match. Don't do P-Gen lines in the beginning of the match. However, P-Gen lines right now, because you're building Megaliths, totally acceptable. a core mass extractor under attack, not going anywhere. And it looks like Rainbows and Unicorns might catch a break in air here if she could keep Polar Bear's units off her tail. And it looks like Rainbows and Unicorns won air. But there are a lot of adapters in the field. And Rainbows and Unicorns has paused all of her factories. Maybe not the best idea, but understandable why. There's a reclaim field here. Definitely would want to reclaim some of this stuff. That's free mass. Polar Bears doesn't have any delicious, yummy, yummy mass in his base. But Rainbows and Unicorns, there we go. Suck up that delicious, yummy, yummy mass. Dat mass, yo. I'm going to say this all the time to help keep you guys remembering to do that. You do that, that mass would fund some... it'll definitely help you. That megalith you didn't think you could afford, guess what? You could afford it now. Now, Polar Bears winning air control, air superiority back, and building, what the heck, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more air factories, 3 land gantries, 3 land factories. Yeah, I think this is over, essentially. We got a megalith here. If Rainbows and Unicorns could control that megalith to really good effect, then maybe. However, all those adapters are going to make any damage that Rainbows and Unicorns puts out almost non-existent. But Rainbows and Unicorns is repairing the megalith, but those bombers, they did it. That was the nail in the coffin. I think that's it. Unless the megalith pops out, and no, I don't see a megalith coming. And boom! Down goes Rainbows and Unicorns. I think she saw the writing on the wall, and said, you know what? You got me. You got your whole side saturated with mass extractors and even factories, and I have only my starting base. Now, guys, Rainbows and Unicorns, you'd say, why didn't you build them back? Well, I could tell you exactly why. If you don't have air superiority, you don't have air control, you can't do it. If you don't have land control as Cybran, you can't do it. If you are UEF or Aeon, and you are more than likely not going to be able to successfully defend back there, because bots move so fast. They could run along this edge back here and get behind the base and just wreak havoc. Not so fun to deal with. I mean, it's pretty much done. This area is done once that happens. If your tanks, you'll get sent some tanks in back. You'll try to do some work there. Not gonna happen. You know? Just not gonna happen. But, you know, I mean, it'll eventually clean the units up, but I'm going to tell you a few things that just happened there. Your attention is now toward the back. Your opponent can now surprise attack you from the sides or up the middle, and you'll be chasing those bots because they'll see that coming and they'll be like, nope, move away. You'll be chasing those bots forever. And it'll suck, most definitely, trust me. So anyhow, guys, hopefully you paid attention to, well, Polar Bears didn't build these mass extractors. Well, these mass extractors are kind of hard to defend, but I would have built them anyway. Anyhow, so hopefully you guys are paying attention to Polar Bear's build and what he attacked early on. Just to let you know, energy generators have probably less health than mass extractors. But killing energy early on, it may not seem like a really good idea, but it's a great idea if your opponent only builds 2 and goes 3 factories. Wow, that is amazing. I never even thought to do that. But, you know, definitely go after energy if your opponent didn't build too many. Of course, mass extractors are number 1, but energy generators are still good too. So anyhow, guys, thank you for... I'm going to end this. Thank you for sending this replay in, Polar Bears. You are awesome. Hopefully the community can learn from your greatness. So anyhow, guys, I think it's time. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, favorite it, because that helps me out. Send your good replays to stealspeaks@gmail.com. And do comment, say something nice about polar bears, say something nice about rainbows and unicorns, say something nice about my band. Still, the offer still stands. Click my band's link in the comment section or in the description and comment, say something nice. I would really appreciate it. And yeah, say something nice about my band, my clan, all that good stuff. And remember to vote in the Supreme Commander 2 Discord server in the announcement section what type of tournament you want to see come June 22nd. I think that's the time it's going to happen. So anyway, guys, yeah, I have a Patreon page. Hook me up with some cash if you want to. Or if you don't want a monthly subscription, buy at least one of my band's songs. It would mean the world to me, and it is an easy way to support my channel without being on a monthly subscription. So anyway, guys, I think we're at that time. Share with your friends, family, and foes, because they need something interesting to watch as well. And as always, everyone, GG.